ears go back, way back.
Going way back to the early days.
Get it? Got the fresh stuff.
Money days. You know how we
Give it, party people, something funky to listen to.
y'all ready for this? I'm going way back.
Yes, indeed. It's the Going Way Back show with Money B.
Money B.
Your home for classic hip hop, raw and uncut. In the house, very special guest. Well, first, before I do that,
A bunch of beers, that's what it is.
oh yeah, we got a bunch of beer. You know how we do. You hear them
We
bottles
got a bunch
clicking.
of beers.
Oh yeah.
Guess number one, bunch of beers.
Bunch of beers, but they know how it is, man. Before we even get started,
They do not endorse this show.
right. No labels until they paying us.
That's right.
Right, we could drink it,
Just
but we
can't
don't.
say it.
We
man.
don't say it.
All right,
Fuck y'all for getting
my
us drunk.
bad. You know,
Not
hater.
I hate you, motherfuckers.
Hate
Till
you,
y'all pay me.
motherfuckers.
Anyways,
pretty
Endorsements coming
motherfucker.
soon.
you know how we do. Of course, we got the usual suspects in the house. Ty Teezy.
Hey.
Lovely host.
Teezy.
What up, Ty Teezy?
How are you?
And of course, DJ Alwayz doing the do.
What up? What up?
My special guest tonight. And I don't want to say special guest. I had to say more like family. Of course, we got Jimi Chopmaster J, Dright, original
Yeah,
member of Digital Underground in the building.
in the building.
You know, and I say original member because he was a member before I was. So this the motherfucker that bought me in. He jumped me in.
Damn.
I gotta kick his ass.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I mean? And extra special treat, we got my man SOTU, son of the underground, representing DU, the next generation, in the building. We're gonna talk to him a little later.
Nice.
You know, to see what's going on with the future
That's right.
of the underground. So, you guys don't know, but what I always do at the beginning of my show, as we take our first drinks, is just kind of talk about what's been going on. Always, what's happening with you? Yeah, it's been a week. What's good?
I actually came down with a little head cold, so I got little
What?
sniffles.
The head was that cold?
It was cold.
Oh, man.
The bug
Stay-
got me, man. The
stay
bug got
away.
me. It was
I love that head cold.
You know what's crazy? It's
What?
the head colds are a trip because your body feels fine, but you got like the cough and you got your stuffy nose, but like you don't feel run down. You're just tired of sniffling and coughing all the damn time.
So he's just a
I
sickly
feel fine.
motherfucker.
I'm just, you know.
Did you go get
stuck
tested?
up.
Because your arm's looking scrawny.
Hey man, my scratch healed up, so I'm good.
You ain't got that rash going?
No, I got scratched the other day and it healed up nice and fast. So you know that's one indicator.
Yeah, when them scratches don't heal, it's all
They
bad.
turn to lacerations.
Ty Teezy,
What's up?
what's been up with you?
Just caught a little allergic reaction to some mascara. Other than that,
Damn,
I'm
everybody's
fine.
sick in this bitch. I ain't gonna lie, I had the sniffles the other day.
Yeah.
So y'all might want even a mask like
Okay.
like you know them people be wearing that be coming from other countries. They don't want to breathe our shit.
Mostly Asian folks. be
Right.
calling it. Malcolm.
Shout out to Malcolm. That's right. We got Malcolm, and this is new engineer Malcolm. What I do? I mean, I've been wanting to work with you for a while.
What's up,
You know, I'm a
man?
fan. I be following you on YouTube, and nah, just playing. I don't know you. Just-
Shit, man. It's good.
No, but really though,
from the Bay, too.
This is dope because Malcolm's from the Bay, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
you know, out of Hayward,
Yes, sir.
basically.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Is
So
that with the bay?
yeah, it's on the fringe.
That's on the way to the 5 on the way down here. Hey.
Nah, we fucks with Hayward. You know what I mean?
All right. Hey, well,
And
Just like this.
and Frisco in the house.
You already know.
yeah, well, that's
Frisco.
on the bay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daily City. Well, I'm gonna let y'all know my
Yeah.
week has been pretty exciting. Just the other day, hooked up with my guy, another original member, DJ Fuse, who's actually he DJs for Dave Chappelle. So he's on the what is it, the Oddball
It's
Comedy
just-
Festival,
Yes,
whatever.
yes.
So he invited us out the other day. We went and saw Chappelle, kicked it with him, Donnell Rollins, and
Jess Ross.
Jeff Ross,
Jeff
and
Ross.
Hey, he funny.
and what is it? The other one that the singing comedians?
Y'all making it rain in
I
here.
don't know.
The I don't know.
What
They're,
comedian?
they're
Wait,
from Australia.
No, they from New Zealand.
Oh, New Zealand.
Twins?
I don't know if they twins. I don't think they
They're
twins.
no,
White
they're,
dudes?
They're not
White
twins.
dudes, obviously.
Yeah.
They called the
You got the
flying,
Moody twins, man. They're black.
The flying. I don't know.
Yes, that's it.
What is it
Flying
called?
Conchords?
The Concord. Yes.
Oh, Fly the Concord.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they be singing and shit?
Yeah.
That shit was all right. I was with it. So, that being said, Chopmaster J, what's good with you, man?
Man, everything's everything. We just we happy to come out and hang out with Mud.
Man, well, welcome to the show.
Yeah,
we got a lot
yeah.
to talk about.
Yeah.
Before we do that, why don't you introduce everybody that's in the studio with us? And
Well,
as you introduce, hold your brew. Don't show the label, so we know you.
You know, we have my son here, my seed, Chase SOTU up in here, Son of Underground, along with this crew and our new crew and new legacy that we pushing here with Mario 1,000 Words here
Right.
on the mic. We have Shamji, Ali Shamji, who's down handling all the executive stuff. Because, we handle our administrative and our business.
There
We've
we go.
always been about business. And we got Big Rock, Ravi.
He's the muscle.
You know what I'm saying?
He gotta be.
He's a producer.
He's a producer.
He's a producer and a writer. Produced.
He like, I grow beards for the crew.
Man, he look like he about to
Shit.
roll up.
Oh, no, he will. Yeah, he will touch you. But at the end of the day, he also is a writer and producer. Been producing for Wu Tang and been down with RZA and them and Old Dirty.
Nice.
And
Hey,
stuff like that.
It's yours.
Yeah, Yeah.
Really? Did you get to see the hologram the other week?
Raw Rough
at the
Production.
thing?
You see it?
Oh man, it was dope.
Oh.
I kind of liked ODB's hologram more than I like Eazy-E's hologram.
I didn't even know they did.
They did over the.
Yeah, they did.
Was it on another stage or was it on the same stage?
They were on the same stage with different nights. Well, Eazy was on Saturday, and ODB was on Sunday, but ODB has his son, Young Dirty Bastard,
Yeah.
look just like him,
Shit.
Yeah.
and he rocked with him, and it was I kind of
Shimmy, shimmy, y'all.
it was kind of dope. I enjoyed that. So we got a lot to talk about, but let's get into some music first. We're gonna start this thing off with a video, and this is now I kind of looked at it, but I don't remember it. This is from this is a live performance from when we toured Europe, and I guess like in '88, '89 when we first went. It was a UK performance. You know,
The DMX, the DJ competition?
it was on some TV show.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
I think that was like Yo MTV Raps with Yo Mama. Remember that woman, Yo
Oh
Mama? that was rapping?
shit, yo mama.
It may, I don't know. Well, let's check it out. This is Digital Underground. Do What You Like / Humpty Dance right here on the Going Way Back show with Money B.
Buddy B.
Hey, do what you like. Well, all the people in the place. My name is Mun. Yo, we're gonna have some fun, yo.
Yes, it's the Going Way Back show with Money B.
Money B.
In the house, Chopmaster J. So too. To you, next generation. Now, Chopmaster J, but you know I always call you Jimmy, my guy.
It's all good.
So whether I say that, Chop, Jimmy, whatever, you don't mind, do you?
No.
All right,
Everything's
so
work.
Jimmy.
Everything work.
Tell me, first of all, we just heard Underwater Rhymes, which I believe was the first single from Digital Underground, 1988, McCullough Records, right?
Yeah, actually, the flip side, Life's a Cartoon.
Life's Cartoon was the A side.
Was the A side, and Underwater Rhymes was the B side, but the B side was funkier than the A side, like a lot of times it is.
And it actually became popular in like
Everywhere.
Switzerland
When we got to Amsterdam, we found out, first of all, McCullough Records didn't have no rights putting that stuff out over there overseas. They didn't have
Right.
rights. So we get over to Amsterdam and we find out that the single and the album, that song was like number 1 or something over there. It was in the top 10 or something. It had been selling over there. So
right. So, from your perspective, tell the story of one, how you met Shock G and how you guys started Digital Underground. I know Shock had the vision of the group of what he wanted to do, from what I understand, while he was in Tampa and before he came. But just run the story of how you guys got it together, got the deal and everything, and then I'm gonna ask you, from your perspective, how you met me and Fuse and what you guys' thoughts were of us.
yeah, well, first of all, a lot of times when it comes down to how things got started, I feel like Shock and I have some parents that got divorced, and Shock was left to tell the story. He's the mom not telling the kids.
Well, just tell the story, man. You gotta set it up. Just
all
do
right,
it.
well, all right. At the
Ain't
end
got
of
all
the
day.
I
Damn
met
it.
Shock. He was at the bottom of a swimming pool.
Right?
The fish
Drowning?
tank. No. I met Shock. He was working at he was kind of like a out of luck, or down on his luck grifter, working as a keyboard salesman at Music Unlimited in San Leandro.
Okay.
And I had just had my kids, my twins at that time. And so I wanted to get me some gear so I could learn to be home, because I've been playing drums, traveling, playing jazz, and jazz music, traveling all around. So I stayed home, bought some gear so that I could learn how to make music for, with studio stuff. So at the end of the day, I meet Shock. He sells me a bunch of gear, a lot of stuff that I didn't even need or want, because when he looked at me, he felt as though he saw my credit line and decided that he would just sell me all kinds of stuff. And then, in exchange for me learning how to use the equipment, he was going to come over and show me how to use it, and he wanted to cut a track that he had in his mind, which was basically Your Life's a Cartoon.
Okay.
Which was like the Pink Panther theme and all that good stuff. And so I was like, right, we decided to go ahead on and put that down. And, after that, I liked it because Shock does play keys, and I'm a drummer. So at the end of the day, our little alliance was based upon musicianship and music, and not really even rap per se, because he's a musician who loves rap.
Right.
Not really the rapper who
Not the other way around.
Yeah, exactly, and so at the end of the day, he sold me a bit of goods that we would be a band together. He did have, at the time, he had a little crew called the Spice Regime.
I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? And,
Was the male Spice Boy?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't know
Jerry
what
Curls and
the
everything.
Spice Regime.
Jerry Curl included.
Yeah, exactly. And,
It was the 80s.
Yeah, exactly. When I met Shock, he was living
The
like
80s?
Yeah, exactly. He was living like in transient hotels and stuff, and kind of like where he could at the time, and this, that, and the other. But like I said, that musician bond is kind of tight, so I would let him come over and crash at my house. We would sit up and make music and just kind of hang out. And one night we was just like jamming, and we started coming up with that. We're doing that Chameleon, rocking that Herbie Hancock Chameleon jam, and then we started throwing some of that P-Funk on it, because I was rocking some Aqua Boogie. And he was like, yeah. So a lot of stuff was kind of organic.
So y'all just playing music, or were you actually playing?
We were playing the music.
So you was actually playing the drums, and he was on the keyboard.
Yeah, well, he was on the keyboard, and I was actually playing the drum machine. I think I had a 505.
R7.
No, a 505.
MC Hammer drum machine.
No, not that one. I got that one later. I was on. Me and Hammer were the only one with that. Yeah, bing, 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 bing.
Ding, ding.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, at the end of the day, we cut those tracks, and I took it over to a friend of mine, Darryl Ross, down here in L.A., who loved it, and and thought that we had something, and that was cool. I knew we had something too, but I went to my father, borrowed some money. We went in the studio, we cut it for real. We went on ahead, mastered it, pressed up some vinyl. And, I went around to all the radio stations. That's when I met Sleuth over at Calex.
Right.
And Sleuth took me around to all the alternative stations like KPOO, Calex, KPFA, all the different stations. And then ultimately we got it played on KMEL's Kiss of the Distant with Rick Chase.
Okay.
Wow.
Kiss of the Distant. Yeah, exactly.
Rick Chase.
Hey man, them things used to be really popping back in the days.
Yeah,
that used to really people regulated the songs on the radio back then.
Yeah, so they kissed it, and it was a beautiful thing at that point. And from then on, that's when we started gigging, and then a good friend of Fuse's and mine, Tanya Anderson.
Redhead
Tanya.
Right.
Who was friends with Fuse's sister, I think Karen, is that?
Karen,
yeah. So they were friends and stuff. Drop! You know what I'm saying?
Drop for the sister.
Yeah, exactly. So, she said that she knew this DJ that was real tight.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah. So she sent us, got us a tape, and we listened to the tape, and we thought it was dope. So we decided to go over and meet him. Now, in between there, which you may or may not know was, that's when I was already over at Calex, and Sleuth was over there with Davey D. Right? So, and it just so happened that he was working with y'all.
Okay.
At the same time. So when I told him that we were going to go check out this DJ, and all the rest of that. Slutha came with us and took us over there. When he came later. But we went over there initially. Shock and I went over to your house.
Because that's what Fuse was living with me.
Right. Fuse was living with you, which is always be funny. It used to be hella hot in your house. Remember that? It used to be hella hot in his house, like with his mom and with Mun and them. It would be hella hot. And then you go to Fuse's room and it was freezing. I don't know how he did it, too. It'd be like ice cream. He felt like he was like
devil.
in the devil's room for real. You'd open his door and
wait a minute, his room was freezing?
You always say the white man is a devil.
Right. Oh, yeah, exactly. Oh,
it seemed like it.
Yeah, so.
Extreme polar caps.
So we went up in there and Mun was hip-hopped out. You know what I'm saying? That because in Oakland at the time, hip-hop it had its thing, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
it wasn't real pure hip hop.
Yeah.
They either had some fools trying to rap, just some brothers that were just Oakland brothers, some brothers that were more down south type cats rapping, or you had, cats that had the appreciation for like back east hip hop and the real
for hip hop.
I was that guy. I had the turntables. I had the 4-track.
Hey man, you was here.
Well, yeah, at the end of the day too, that was also when nobody wanted to claim West Coast. So even Mun and Fuse was claiming Philly. They got Philly relationships. They did come from Philly. They do have it.
I was claiming.
You were claiming Oakland. You claimed Oakland. You claimed Oakland. But
I was from Philly.
You do remember that there was a time when everybody that was really wanting to be down with, that was really down with hip hop.
Oh yeah, of course. No, I had to let you know that I was from the East Coast as well.
Right. Okay, all right.
That ain't no lie.
Even Shock claims, he's really claimed New York, but
he's from Tampa.
He's from Tampa Bay. You know what I'm saying? Florida, but he spent some summers in New York. Yeah, exactly.
Bust him out. Bust him out.
Oh, hey.
Bust him out. Shoot him down.
No. So at the end of the day,
line him up, shoot him down.
Like Big Rock, he from New York. He from the town. And
I believe you.
Yeah, exactly. But at the end of the day,
look over here.
At the end of the day,
hey, cool.
At the end of the day, it was a thing where we got with y'all and we came over to see Fuse,
right?
Or Goldfinger.
Yeah,
at the
that
time.
was his name.
So then
Goldfinger.
Today Fuse played some tracks that they had with Mun. I guess with Mike Moan. I don't know if Moan was even.
Moan was down. He was there.
Okay, so they played some stuff. And I liked it. I liked Mun because Mun, for me, at the time, did remind me, because he sounded youthful, but he's rapping, he's saying some hard shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the only person that at that time that sounded youthful saying hard shit was Short up in that time. He was the only one that sounded
Short was
youthful.
killing it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, part of really Short's appeal always been that he sounded damn like like a kid. You know what I'm saying? But he cursing and shit. So that was like, it was funny.
Sorry.
But Mun, at the end of the day, Mun was dope. We went there for a DJ, and we left with
Fuse. Goldfingers.
We left with Goldfingers and Mun.
And Mun.
You know what I'm saying? Because
2 for 1.
At the time I'm going, Shock did want to have a crew. We wanted to make it seem like it was more than the two of us. He wanted to come off more like like hip hop crews, where it was just several MCs and all this, that, and the other. But with him being the featured.
Right,
what
exactly.
What was funny about that was, what I remember is, when they came
my story.
Well, no, it's real quick. They came over, and like I said, they came to see Fuse, but I was like, yeah, Fuse was like, yo, these dudes, and we was doing talent shows and whatever,
right?
And so we had seen, they was performing that song, Your Life's a Cartoon, but we was from there, so we would do shows, and we was rocking. You know what I mean? We had more of a what do you call it? A following.
Sure.
So we was opening, but we was rocking the crowd. So I know they came over, and I was like, yeah, let's check it out. And Snoop was like, yeah, they thinking about doing something doing something together, even though they didn't really tell me they just wanted Fuse. But they was like, well, we want to do something. I'm still looking like,
we really won't.
But then, so they come back, and so like you said, we in a hot ass room, and I'm like 18 and 19 years old, and we back there, we got 40s, and Jimi, he got his weed, we smoking, they back there. So then
I've been a pothead way before it was fashionable.
So then my mother, She was my mother. My mother called me to the front. She said, "What's going on back there?" I said,
A lot of smoking and drinking.
She said, "Who was them old ass niggas in there with you?" Because they was obviously a few years older than me, and I'm used to hanging with dudes my age. She was like,
Exactly.
"Who is these old?" And they was dressed different.
Black leather, long leather coats and shit, black trenches. And
Trench coats, mafia.
we was doing some
And
other
tassels on your tennis shoes.
What?
That was
berets.
that was shock.
All kind of shit.
Did you do the footsie socks?
Yeah, no, but
She was like, "What they gonna have y'all do?"
yeah, what the
Right,
hell is
yeah.
this?
She was like, "Is y'all doing
Like hip hop,
drugs,
we
baby?"
were like hip
I gotta
hop
bail
pimps.
you
Like,
out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she didn't know what was going on. So it's just interesting to hear from your side, coming in, because I know, and I'm curious. I was like, well, what the hell was they thinking?
Well,
I never really asked.
at the end of the day, we definitely was looking for the DJ.
Right.
But, I liked you a lot initially. Shock,
Not so much.
Shock, I had to encourage Shock more. Because at the end of the day, Shock was the front guy that was seen as the front guy and all that. But I'm putting all this shit together as a band, as a contractor, where you getting the people and putting it in there, making the crew happen for it.
Right.
Because he had no crew. He was a transplant from Florida.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Down on his luck, grifter, hustler. 'Cause
Yeah.
he was a 3-car money guy in the back of the bus. That's what he was.
Shit.
You
That
travel
guy?
like a gypsy.
Yeah, like a grifter, which are basically a traveling con man.
Well, he did his thing. And
He did his thing.
And eventually it all came together.
It all
did.
worked.
Sure
I know
did.
Fuse definitely put the word in. Was like, man, I'm not doing it.
Right.
I like when you tell that story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was good. I want to talk about what we just heard, but before we do, let's do what we've been trying to do, and that is the old school new news with Time Teezy.
To the news.
Time Teezy, you ready?
Yes, man.
What you got for us?
All right, first off, I know this has nothing to do with old school, but Grand Theft Auto 5 generated 800 million in 24 hours.
That's the old to the new. That's the
old
new.
to the new,
There we
because I
go.
play that shit.
That shit is off
And
the
I w-
chain too. That
I
shit looks like
wasn't
a
doing
real
the
movie.
show, I'd be doing it.
The previous record
You got
holder.
time.
The previous record holder was the Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and that was back in November 2012, which generated 500 million.
That's all them cats that think they're soldiers.
We should have been making video
Video
games.
like a mother. Damn,
And
this
We're in the wrong.
actually-
Exactly, we're in the wrong business.
Actually, had I stayed and did the thing,
You would have been a
that's
tester.
what I was aspiring to go to school for, and I
okay.
got accepted to go to school.
And they make all this shit in the Bay. All the video games.
Yeah, it's all there.
everything is made out
Because
the
I
Bay.
had the Commodore
Actually,
64.
it was close. It was
where you
in
had to
between.
program your games. I made the Snake game. Where you had to program it. The Commodore 64.
Yeah, I had
if you're
a
old
Snake
enough,
game,
look that
too.
shit up. You
had a
had,
Snake game, too.
You had to buy a
Yeah,
game.
I'm thinking you talking about some sexual business.
No, fool. Back in the day,
Yeah, I remember
we
this
used to
shit
you
now.
buy a video game, but you had to program it. Basically, you had to type in the shit, and you basically were encoding the game.
Right, right.
We didn't
you
know
were
that.
creating, yeah.
You had
You
to
were
create
creating
because
the game.
they gave you the code to create the game.
Right.
And so it took like
Sure, you're right.
2 hours to type that shit in. I remember doing it.
Because you had all the backslashes and
Yeah.
all that shit.
I was with it though. I'm
Wow.
sorry. Time Teezy, continue.
Thank you.
800 million.
I'm just interacting.
I know. Up next, KRS-One. KRS-One will sue radio stations if they play his music. He recently did an interview with WhoMag.net and said that he doesn't like mainstream radio and would appreciate it if they did not play his songs, and if they play his songs, they will be sued. He liked to keep his music underground.
What about the old
That's a-
school? What about the old, like
What about
K-Day?
his publishing?
That's a
about, like,
that's a good
okay,
promotion
shit.
campaign anyway. That's the
Yeah,
anti-campaign. Don't
look,
play my music.
Yeah, I dare you to play it. Psych.
Play my shit and I'm going to get paid.
Right, that don't even work. Play it. He's like, don't play it.
Well, there you have it.
Right.
Moving on, Bun B. Bun B drops a new hip hop coloring activity book, which you can purchase on Amazon.com under $10.
Bun B be doing it.
Yeah, for
he's
years.
a hustler.
Quietly
He
been
be doing
making
it.
millions and millions and
And
millions.
he be helping the kids too.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
that's
He
beautiful.
He's a good dude.
he was a professor at a university.
Bun B?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can believe that.
it was Rice University.
Wow.
Yeah,
in Texas.
Very smart.
down south. So some of the people that will be in this book will be Queen Latifah, Common, Wiz Khalifa, Drake, LL Cool J, and Questlove. Of course, Bun B himself.
Ludacris too, because
Luda.
he said it on Instagram. Yeah, that's how I know about it.
Okay.
I follow Luda.
Hey, man. Luda's dope.
I had that idea.
Oh, shit.
You can still do
Yeah,
it.
we can do some other ones, yeah. Remember the trading cards they used to have on MTV? That could work right now.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's right.
There it is.
Okay.
And up next, Devin the Dude. Devin the Dude will have an album dropping on October 8th, which will be titled One for the Road.
Wow.
What else do
Is
I
he saying
have?
it like that's the end?
I'm out.
It really should be the end. And just some happy birthday shout outs.
Say what?
I love him. I love his first album, but I just can't.
Is that the one with him sitting on the toilet?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's, every time people say that, that's all I think about. That image, I can't.
Man, we gotta play some Devin the Dude.
Yeah,
before
you
it's all
know what I'm
over.
saying?
Well, why don't we
Before
make
it's
a whole
over
show
with.
about him then?
He dropping it on this one. Last
Go
time
ahead,
he was
Ty
sitting on
Teezy.
the
Thank
toilet.
you. And just some happy birthday shout outs to my fellow Virgos.
Hey,
Exhibit, he turned 38 on September 18th.
X to the Z.
Your homegirl, Mun, Jada Pinkett Smith, she turned 42.
Fine ass.
Man, rich, fine.
did you say finance?
Rich.
Jada?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
This one.
Reverend's daughter, Angela Simmons, she turned 26.
They cute.
They cute.
They definitely cute.
And also,
Ludacris is a Virgo.
When you say Jada,
Oz
I
is
think
a
of
Virgo.
a poetic.
I said Ludacris
Yeah,
last week.
Jason's lyric.
Jason's
That's what I think of
lyric,
that.
Exactly.
And the Minister Society.
Right,
I think of that.
in the field,
Yeah.
I think
Hey
the grass.
man, Ty Teezy trying to do her news.
I'm sorry, Tom. My bad.
Go ahead.
And Nas, my homeboy, he
Oh.
turned 40 on September 14th.
He hit the 4-0?
Yes, he did.
Nas, welcome to the family.
What about Doug Fresh?
I don't have that.
Dougie Fresh is a Virgo. You know how I know? Because they did a song together called Virgo
There it is.
I remember that
a few
song.
years ago.
Yeah.
Virgos.
And lastly, MC Light will be receiving the I Am Hip Hop Award this year at BET Awards. That will be airing on October 15th.
Congratulations,
She's
Light.
good.
I love Light.
She's dope.
She is
She's
so
a dope
dope.
person too. We
Matter of fact, I'm
roll
going to
with
see her
her.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Right?
we tour with her, right?
When she, yeah, of course.
I'll see her tomorrow.
When's she coming on our show?
Very soon. I'll talk to her tomorrow about it.
She has created some of these foundations. The Hip Hop Sister Foundation, which gives out a full scholarship to college students,
Very dope.
as well as the Hip Hop Sister Network, which aims to connect and showcase female rappers and performers. She's also going to be on a BET reality show called Hip Hop Sisters, which also will be alongside the Lady of Rage, Yo-Yo, Smooth, Moni Love, and Little Mama. And she's also the DJ on Queen Latifah's new daytime talk show.
Yeah,
So
she's
she
dope.
she deserves the I Am Hip Hop Award. And she's doing everything you could possibly.
Yeah. Shout out to Big Fred.
And you know she's the BET announcer for the award
Yeah,
show. So.
yeah, she's doing it.
Yep. So that is it. That's the old school new news with Tom Teezy. And you can follow me on Keek, Twitter, Facebook, and Vine at TON_TEEZY.
That's right. Well, that was great news. Only thing that
Thank
I'm
you,
a little
Tom.
disappointed is
Appreciate it.
when you shouted out all the Virgos.
I shouted
You
you out
missed
last
somebody.
week.
Yeah, but you gotta do
Yeah,
it again
but
with
come on,
everybody
yeah.
else.
Right, right.
I mean, with all the celebrities,
All month long,
you gotta.
all
I mean,
Virgo
gee,
long.
wow.
My motherfucking show.
Oh my God.
That's right.
God damn.
Well, if I won't
I
be
feel like
here,
Rodney Dangerfield.
No respect. No respect.
if I won't be here next week, you know why.
Hilarious.
Happy birthday to Money Bean.
That's right.
His birthday is on September
replace you, girl.
22nd.
It's in a
And
few days.
it's in a few days.
Shout me out.
Happy
Woo, woo.
birthday.
Made a whole nother one.
You know it.
He'll be 50.
You know it. I knew that was coming.
Hey, you know.
Hey, I saw somebody posted on. They said a comment on your picture. It was like, "Damn, you guys don't age at all." He was
Yeah,
like,
and
"Hey, no hair." No.
I said if you don't have no hair, it can't get gray. Just keep shaving that shit. I'm gonna start shaving my eyebrows in a minute.
And you'll have a year's supply of shampoo.
Yeah,
We'll get
a
you a walker
lifetime
next year.
supply with one bottle. Okay, so
We'll get you a walker next year.
that was the business. Now we just heard
Thank you.
the whole Strictly Dope
Yes.
demo, or at least a few songs. Which now, did you produce the whole demo, or the
Well, you know,
who made the music to that? 'Cause
There's different levels of production. That's one thing I'll say. Because after they brought in, drum machines and programming and all, then the guy who's programming stuff, then he's the producer.
okay,
Sometimes that ain't the case.
No.
exactly.
And all the time,
Yeah.
that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? Quincy Jones used to put on his, he gave credit drum programmer.
Well,
keyboard programmer. You ain't
before
giving-
we say it, the reason I'm asking is because this is what I remember. I remember that you guys were staying at Sloop's house,
Yes.
and the equipment was there.
Yeah, there was some equipment there.
Right. And I just remember I wasn't there.
Okay.
But I always knew that whenever they came out, they would come see me. We probably drink a 40, do whatever we do. Then they go, oh, we got to go to the studio, go record. And then they would come back by and we'd kick it. So I don't know what was going on over there, but I know it was supposed to be produced by Digital Underground. But what I know is that you were...
Well, what basically happened was initially, Atron, who used to take JJ Fad up to this nightclub up in Santa Rosa, became friends. Yeah, became friends with Layla.
Right.
And Layla had a group, Strictly Dope, that she like, 'cause she used to run these I guess youth programs and stuff. And it was
still does.
And it was a teenage club that she was managing up there.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, she asked Atron at the time, because we had to Do What You Like out.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Which
and
is
so
dope as hell.
video was like pumping and shit on TV and everything. So she asked if Atron, if he could have his boys do some music on, because they had this group Strictly Dope who had this kid named Tupac in it. So she sent Pac over to Starlight, right in Richmond, to come and audition. He did his thing. Shock said, "Yeah, you tight, but I'm busy and I can't do nothing with you right now." Period. You know what I'm saying? So Atron turned and he asked me, say, "Jim, would you, record these cats?" And they had the DJ, which was Dizzy. There was Ray Love. There was Pac, and there was also Gabe from 5150.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He would come and he was programming a lot of the 808s and the drums. What I like about those tracks is really the only time and the rare time that you hear Pac, strictly over like turntables and drum machines, just kind of raw, which really had not been put out. And so, as far as producing stuff, there's a couple songs in there that I definitely did from scratch. Case of Misplaced Mike and a couple other ones. Then Fuse worked on a couple of them.
So you oversaw.
I oversaw the whole thing because it was up to them. They was knuckleheads. It wasn't nothing what got done. We recorded some stuff at Osha's house, with Osha being an engineer, but Osha's woman at the time was hand playing with Pac, and Osha be like sitting with his back and be doing music, and Pac and Osha's wife would be back there fondling Pac and playing with Pac. Pac didn't know that they were married, because they wouldn't.
Are you sure you're not a vlogger? Because you're really.
Oh no! See, I'm with you. I'm doing everything now. Check out. I'm very.
Yeah,
diverse.
I've heard the story before.
At the end of the day,
He's
I'm
gossiping.
He's telling the truth.
I'm telling you the truth because at the end of the day, what I had to do was I had to leave Osha's house.
There's truth in gossip.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay,
a little bit.
But it's a reason
Little
he's saying
bit.
he had to get her out of
Story
there.
gotta
I had
come
to
from
get him.
somewhere.
I had to get him out of that place because I didn't know what was going to happen, and that dude was a childhood friend of mine, the engineer,
Right.
and it just got weird.
Right.
So at the end of the day, we ended up going to this other cat. Remember Trace Ellington?
Yeah, I remember.
Out there in Hayward, he had a spot in Hayward, and
With the perm?
Yeah, with the perm, and a little Sammy Davis Jr. Looking cat.
Hilarious.
He really looked like Sammy.
Baby.
Sammy.
Sammy.
And then
The candy man.
right, exactly. And we went there one day and recorded, and he had a dope studio, and it was dope. And everybody got sprung. Pac, Ray Love, everybody got sprung. We go there the next time, because Layla would bring them to me over at Sluice.
Right.
They drive from Santa Rosa, and she would drop them off to me, and we would go out to the studio in Hayward where Trace Ellington was.
Right.
The second night we went, Trace came to the door talking about he was sick, and he didn't feel well. So then Pop was like, nah, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? We drove all the way out of here. I'm about to get crazy with this motherfucker if he don't open the door and let us in there. And he was like that everywhere we went. So I had to be like, man, that ain't going to work. So I took him and we recorded some stuff at Sluice.
Right.
That was the safest place to go get it done. And so then, I took these things and I put them out in 2000. and 98, 2000.
Okay.
You know, and
you took the original demos.
I
and you
took the
released
original
them.
demos.
And you released them.
Yes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because they were mine. And I did all the work.
You recorded them, and
I recorded everything.
The masters were in your possession.
Well, that and they were mine in the sense that I was to have been paid for that project and never was paid for that project at all. You know what I'm saying? Initially, and so at the end of the day, that's ownership at that particular point. Plus, I had a production company deal with Tupac.
Okay.
From way back then. So at the end of the day, I had rights to put this stuff out. Ended up going to court with the Fannie.
And that's but you were able to put it out.
I was able to put it out. We went to court. I was in federal court, you know, down in Spring Street. And shit, with people talking to us through microphones and shit. It was like Senate hearings or some shit.
Right.
I'm sitting up in there and this shit had got crazy. I'm like, wow. You know, but, you know, it worked out. You know what I'm saying? The people said, look, you better go in that room and y'all make a deal and be cool. Because really, I was within all my rights to do everything that I'll do.
So at the end of the day, were you able to do what you...
Yes, we sell those and we have the rights to those and we license those. I 2 years later licensed a song for Resurrection to Fannie, the song Panther Power.
Okay, so on that note, then I also know, like, through all that, of course, you went through it with a Fannie, but then, you know, just through even our conversations, you know, like, somehow, you know, Ray Love, who was a part of Strictly Dope,
sure,
he felt some kind of way. And, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys have gotten together, but, you know, if Ray Love was watching right now, what would you tell him, or what, you know, what do you have to say about?
Ray Love at the end of the day knows, first of all, Ray Love been making money on this stuff the whole while. There's a lot of people that are very much attached and it becomes very much an emotional thing when you talk about Tupac and any of the works that he has.
Right.
Now, there's a couple of reasons why Ray may have been irritated more with me than anyone else, is because at the end of the day, we took Tupac with us out on the road and not Ray Love or Teezy. We didn't take Strictly Dope. We just took Tupac.
Well, that's because they broke up.
Well, they had broken up, but at the end of the day, whatever, if this guy got on the Magic wagon and cut on out, and he quit, and then the next 3 weeks later, he's out on tour with Big Daddy Kane, and we doing what we doing with Digital Underground, and we on the Big Daddy Kane tour. Some people might catch feelings. I could see where you could feel left behind, or because you know, I mean, I don't really know. I can't. I'm not Dr. Phil. I don't know why. I know at the end of the day, with those recordings, Ray Love was firmly established with Pac in terms of on recordings, making records with him, and at the end of the day, he also makes money. He was paid too from all the different things. Period. All those records.
I mean, it was the final thing that you would just like to express to Ray Love.
That we should be doing more stuff together, and he should be promoting these things and going out there and doing it, because this is his right. He wrote those songs. He wrote the lyrics and performed his parts on the song, and that was his group with Pac. I'm sure that there is definitely some.
And
I'm sorry, what was the name of their group?
Strictly Dope.
Okay.
And just let me say, at the time, I thought that lyrically, Ray Love was just as tight as
most
Tupac,
definitely.
if not a little bit tighter. It just Pac had a little more charisma,
most certainly,
and that was it. But as far as he had that it factor, but as far as talent and writing and lyrically,
Ray was dope.
Ray was hot. And actually, Ray Love wrote "Trapped," which was Tupac's first single off the Tupac Lips Now album.
Nice.
He wrote that song, or he wrote.
No, Ray was very dope. I think Ray some kind of way when I met him. I believe that his uncle or great grandfather, some was Cab Calloway.
Cab Calloway.
Yeah, that's why we did Minnie the
Moocher. Right.
You know, and
wow, you got rights to that?
Well, they did the hip hop version of it, and we did that, and I mean, you know, the real deal is that Ray Love and Dizzy, Mark Dorado, Dizzy was dope, and even Gabe, but all of them at the end of the day had a situation put on the table where they can make money from it and do stuff. And then, you know, I definitely did it too. Everything I was doing, I was about making some money with it. I wasn't doing it.
You know that.
Art was not its only reward at that particular point with me. You know what I'm saying? So,
obviously.
Art was not the only
hey,
reward.
well, you know,
Wow.
I mean, at the end of the day, the shit is business. I mean, I'm not. You know
And that's what that's what I appreciate. I'll say about you is that you were about the business. he's like I'm about that life.
Well, no, I mean, at the end of the day,
business life.
At the end of the day, art and business is a real tenuous thing. They never
It is.
They never
It
really
is.
go together because
They don't.
As soon as you sit in a room with somebody and you creative and you making something with them, and then you do, I would end up doing this. Oh, I got a boy. We can call him and he can make this happen or he can make that happen. And as soon as you say that to the person you just got to creating with, you suspect.
Right.
Like, well, you can try to beat me. No, I want us to, you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to feed my kid. I want
Just
to
a
be
friendly game of baseball, right?
All of us are going to make money. Not you get your
I
piece.
would honestly say this: Shock is definitely an artist.
Yeah, almost certainly.
Yeah.
Definitely.
To pull off two. Sorry. Yes.
No.
Right.
Well, I mean, the one thing that I have when it comes to Pac, and everybody has their relationship with Pac. Mun had his, I had mine, and at the end of the day, it's one of the situations sometimes that I feel a little resentment that I don't get the props because I know there's other people that have come through the underground that, you've been there, you've been a mainstay, you've been one of the
Liaison.
You know what I'm saying? No, from the bottom to all the way. But the bottom line
Started
is
from the bottom. Now we
yeah,
here.
exactly. But I was told that I was told that
motherfucker here.
I was told, you can maybe tell me, but I was told that people like Kanye West was brought to the table, put on the bus with y'all on some tour, and wanted to roll with y'all, wanted to be down. And at the end of the day, how the fuck he get away? And say if I was there at that time, he wouldn't have got away. We'd have been tagged in with some Kanye West snaps too.
What
I
city
never
was
heard
this?
that story.
Oh, I was told that on one of them tours that you guys were
What
out
city?
somewhere.
No, we what's
He
the name
even talked
from-
about it. He talked
Lawrence-
about it at the end of his album, his debut, when he's doing that talking. through the
He
song.
shouted us out, but he didn't say he was on our bus.
No. But I was told that story even by Nzazi and someone that that it was something a promoter or something asked if he could roll with him. He was young, and he was asked if he could roll with y'all on the bus.
I just heard
you
this
wasn't even cognizant
just
of
now.
probably. Was you?
I probably wasn't.
Exactly.
But I do remember
I was
that,
told that Kanye West came through the bus. And motherfuckers like, yeah, that's
that,
cool. But, you can't roll.
Hold
with
on.
us.
I heard that
Like, nigga,
Lords
what?
at Underground, I remember them getting on our bus when they was going to college in
Shit,
North Carolina.
Tretch. Tretch was brought to the table, Naughty by Nature, and Adrian was like, later when they came out with the album,
Well, I was actually the one to bring
Yeah,
that home, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, but no,
Okay, so
we
is
brought
that-
their tape on the bus and said, this is the shit, and he didn't get it. And at the end of the day, later when I said, man, you see you put the sign, she's like, I didn't hear OPP on their demo. Did you hear OPP? Like, motherfucker, you're supposed to be able to hear the other shit. It was, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't
right.
Yeah, I mean, we
was a knucklehead.
obviously could say that about a bunch of people.
If you don't mind, there is a question when
Sure.
you're finished in the
Sweet.
chat room.
Go for
if
it.
you're finished.
Okay.
Go.
This question is from Chewy. The question is, how many collaborations did Tupac have with the Force One Network group?
Actually,
And if he likes to go a bit in depth by talking about that group.
Well, you know what? Force One Network, Chewy, what's up, Chewy? The real deal is that Pac came and rapped on a song called Static that we had with some dancehall with some ragamuffin.
Cooley Rankin.
Yeah, Cooley Rankin and Jay, and I forget the other brother's name, but then Dave Hollister, our lead singer, went on to sing on Brenda's Got a Baby with Pac, and also sang on Keep Your Head Up. So in all actuality, there was 3 collaborations, but as far as Pac on Force One Network, it was 1, and Force One Network was on 2 of his jams.
Okay.
Right.
Does that answer your question, Chewy?
And Force One Network, with Dave Hollister, I was in Japan with DU. I went to Japan to go find me this lead singer dude because I wasn't even going to go do Japan. And I found out through Timba that the kid who sang Treat Them Like They Want to Be Treated, the high note on the top, because I really liked that note. I really was crazy about the song.
Because he was cousins with Jodeci.
Right, and he was singing on that stuff. And Jodeci got the credit for singing the hook on Father MC's Treat Them Like They Want to Be Treated, but Dave was hitting that top note.
There's a lot of musicians in that family. Fantasia.
Oh, yeah. And so at the end of the day, I went to Japan because I knew Dave was going to be in Japan singing background with Glenn Jones, and I went and got Dave to sing
Dave Hollister.
David Hollister.
Hollister, yeah.
You know, with Blackstreet.
He need to come out again.
Mama Drama. Yeah. They on tour, I think, or something. But at the end of the day, he is about to come out again because I'm about to release all the stuff that I got with him.
There we go.
Putting all this stuff out right now. You can go to iTunes.
That shit going.
You know.
So let's hear a little bit of that. Let's hear a little Force One Network and Dave Hollister, so the people know what we're talking about right here on the Going Way Back show with Money B. Anyway, we just heard Spirit, Force One Network. And of course, that featured Dave Hollister from Boys in the Hood,
And that
1991.
current. I love that song.
I love that song too. That was the shit. Right? Dave was my guy. And then of course you just heard Keep Your Head Up, which featured Dave Hollister on Tupac's joint. And also Dave Hollister was on Brenda's Got a Baby.
Right.
Did the Blackstreet shit.
Well, before I let go,
I let go, you know.
And even Baby Mama Drama, he had his own. He
he was fucking with Eric Sermon and everything.
Right.
And so, you know, Dave was right there at the beginning with all that shit.
Right.
You know, shout out to Dave Hollister. Catch up with him, you know what I mean? In a minute, we're about to talk to young SOTU over there.
Oh yeah.
I know you're ready. I know you're ready to get this shit out. You're like, nigga, when they all say something to me.
I know.
Yeah,
right?
we gotta give a big we gotta give a shout out to we gotta drop NC Abram, who wasn't here today. He's one of the MCs up on
it's good.
Next Generation. Abram.
Before we do, we're gonna close it. We're gonna close out with a little more Force One Network. But then also, I want to talk about something. What was the book that you put out?
Static, my Tupac Shakur story.
The Tupac Shakur story. Now, me and you have talked about it, but when I mentioned the fact that you're on the show, a lot of people hit me up and they was like, "Well, what's up? You know, what's up?" So
they don't like you too much.
Yeah. And you ruffled a bunch of feathers, and you know, my whole thing is, I'm like, me myself, you know, when I heard about some of the things, I was like, well, that's not true. That's not true from my perspective. And then and specifically, and then some of it you might not even have known about is like one thing when you mentioned something about with the Tupac movie thing.
With Juice.
With
and
Juice.
Y'all wasn't going for the.
And we wasn't going.
Y'all wasn't going for the same role. You're right.
And then you put something in there like, oh yeah, I think Money, he was jealous. And But I actually was the one that told him to come to the audition.
Well, now,
I put him on. I'm gonna let you do it. I'm gonna put everything out there that people.
I'm shocked you don't walk around with bodyguards.
Really? Oh my God! Who says that?
A lot of people were upset about that. I wasn't so much because I knew what wasn't true. It might have been your reality, but I'm gonna let you explain where you came to it from.
Okay.
And then another thing that was like something about some dick showing contest, and she know I ain't gonna show my dick.
Oh, wait, what?
Hey, wait a minute. Take it easy.
No. Let's talk about it.
Okay, well look, this is what.
Take them glasses off.
Yeah, this is. Let me.
We can start with the Tupac thing, and then go to
the Juice thing.
Yes, both of it. Because a lot of people do want to know. Okay. And I'm like, it's cool. He just didn't know.
First and foremost, when it came down to the Juice thing, we were sitting at a table with Carol Lewis, the promoter.
Okay.
And, you know, we were sitting there and we were talking, and she started telling us the different things that were having different opportunities. And she spoke of the Juice movie where she suggested to you that you should go down for that movie. Her friend Ernest Dickinson was making a movie, and you should go down and read for this part. So at the end of the day, when I knew and found out that Pocket went down, I assumed at that point for the same part. I didn't know. I assumed for the same part. I wasn't
assumed.
It's okay.
We all know what that means. We all know the acronym.
Let them talk.
At the end of the day, she, Kara didn't say you should come down and read for this part, and you should come down and read for this part. All I know is Pac tagged along, right?
And he got a part.
That's not right because he told him that he should come down with him. So
but who knew what he said to him?
He just got the part.
Okay. Yeah, who knew that Mom said, "Hey, Pac, I'm going down here. Why don't you go with me?"
So then, why in the book you said he was jealous?
Okay, but that's not the same. That wasn't for that. I was saying, I'm gonna tell you the real deal. This is how I feel.
Okay.
You know, because we always been real with each other, even back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So, end of the day, when you get a situation where you got MCs coming together and joining a group and doing this stuff, Mun had been the guy along with Shock in this group for like a year and a half. We had traveled and toured, did we not?
Yep.
Traveled and toured the world before Pac ever got in this group. Now, I'm playing and doing. I'm doing my own thing back in the back. MCs are different. They got their own egos. It is a jockey for position kind of thing. It is that. Now whether he didn't have to ever do that, he wasn't doing that. But at the end of the day, Pac was pushing up. You know Tupac. He was trying to push up and get him a gig, and he was trying to outdo and be the guy and shine the brightest up in there. And at times, it initially felt at times sometimes that was annoying initially until we got to build a relationship and Mun and them got to build a relationship for real out there on the road. Then there was a comfort and there was a love for that. But Mun, Shock, and others, there's a lot of times that Shock will not necessarily put other people on because they might outshine them or they might be trying to get the light. People do that sometimes, and sometimes MCs have. When you watch it from behind, you can see motherfuckers jogging position or blocking the position or just feeling a little indifferent at times.
Back to the book.
Okay.
So why did you put in the book that he was jealous of Tupac for getting a part in Juice? That was the initial question.
I don't think that he was jealous of. I don't think that I ever said, if I have a book, I don't think I said that he was jealous of Tupac for getting the role in Juice. I don't think it had nothing to do with that. I didn't say that. So you have to have a book, or you can't take me out of context. I was talking about overall, just in being another MC in the group. You know what I'm saying? Because initially it wasn't. Me and Mun used to room together. Then I got there, and Pac was my roommate on the road for a whole bunch of months to begin with. Then after a while, I don't know if Adrian dropped his room or something, but anyway, I started getting my own room, and Mun and Pac would room up. Before they roomed up, I didn't feel as though it was all harmony all the time. I didn't know if there wasn't necessarily any funk happening, but just that little thing, I don't know. It just felt like, I see that. Do MCs not have that at times? Even if it's healthy and there's love for each other,
they do. So
it doesn't have to be from negative.
To put it in a nutshell, you just assumed that that's just how MCs, because you weren't an MC.
Right, I'm not
and
MC.
We were the testosterone and being
exactly. At the end of the day, sometimes somebody, like in this particular instance with Pac, had to learn his position, and it was a pecking order. It was Shock, it was Mun.
So then you felt like,
and then because Pac came in to be a dancer and a roadie with a little bit of backup MC. He wasn't right.
So the bottom line is that
Somebody had bigger dreams.
It was sensationalism just to say like, okay, it just looked like that, so let me just say that that's what it is.
No, that's how I felt.
And a lot of people took it to heart that you were saying that and the reason that a lot of people got mad because they know me.
You don't have no shit like that. You're right.
That I've never been that.
But am I not entitled to my own perception and my own opinion?
That's why I said like it wasn't like when I said I was like that's not true, and I was like whatever. But a lot of people got upset feeling like you were slandering.
And I remember Fuse telling me about a party or something to come, and he ended up bringing me to this party where it was all y'all.
Right.
By myself, and everybody was jumping. So what about this book? Everybody was jumping. He told me it was one thing. He got me under false pretenses. And I got there, and I wasn't like, and I told everybody right there.
Yeah.
You know how I felt, and this, that, and the other. And it's like, that's just it.
I don't need security. I can handle all y'all.
Well, no, it ain't so much that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But
he's a big dude.
At the end of the day, you know what?
He got this guy.
I brought the circus. I brought the circus to town and created avenues for people who were talented and helped to make a lot of things happen. That's just it.
Yeah.
That's what it should really be. The most important is the situations that you set up, and certain people like Mun and them who are in a position to take advantage of those opportunities and make the most of them. That's what's real.
I'm gonna call you Bojangles.
Really,
Bojangles.
I'm glad you
Just
cleared that up.
Woo!
Like,
shit.
Dancing around.
You know, you were
Shots
saying it.
fired.
No, he don't know. I was just like, it wasn't really the truth. But a lot of people were upset, and they were more upset than me because I wasn't so upset.
Right.
I just
I know.
I was just like, it wasn't true, so I didn't really care about it. But a lot of people really, really got, and like you said, I didn't even read it. I just kept being told what was
Right.
in the thing.
Right.
And then I did ask you. You was like, well, you know. But I just wanted you to say
clear
that.
the air.
Yeah, clear the air to people.
Clear the
That's
air.
because
I
you know a lot of
understand.
people watching and just want to know. And they like, well, how could you be kicking it with this nigga? I'm like, dog, it ain't even that serious.
You know, exactly.
But it's not-
People don't understand. They always see the outside of it. They don't know what's going on.
Man, we done traveled the world together, shared
Man.
rooms together, did all kinds of things together all over the world. Shit's bigger than what they know. And at the end of the day, it ain't even about that. Never knows no larceny. Ain't nothing but love for everyone. And at the end of the day, we are talking about, auditioning for movies and making movies. And end of the day, if nothing else, one of us got to make a movie like Juice to be the star and launch himself. I mean, it's beautiful.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree a little bit.
Try to do a little more tap. Try to do a little more tap.
But I'll get you behind the scenes. I don't want to put you on front.
No, it's all good. It's all good. So too.
Okay, so now let's talk to SOTU.
Oh, look how you threw it over the hill.
Yeah, he like, man, get it. Stay on his ass, Teezy. Stay on his ass.
Be mad at me for helping make the
Gotta
cream.
We
keep
gonna
it
call
rolling.
you. We gonna call you Michael Vick. Just pass it.
Oh shit!
Oh, shit.
Shit.
SOTU,
Oh,
what it
shit.
do?
We don't want to get into football right now.
Okay, I'll leave the room so y'all can talk.
Oh shit!
Shit.
Oh, she's still mad. You mad?
Hold
man.
on. Hold on. 1 second. Go ahead. Yeah, all right, roll the blunt. Pull out the bitch.
Where's the porn? Where's the porn?
Where the porn?
Chase, what it do, man?
What's going on?
How you feeling, dog?
I'm good. How are you?
Now, how tall are you?
Right?
I'm about 6'4".
6'4"?
About
I remember when you was like, maybe like
in diaper.
3. He was like 3-0.
And now he's puffing
You remember,
on.
you remember when I used to let
A
you drink my gin and
vaporizer.
juice when your dad wasn't around? You remember that?
Nah,
I
he
was,
wasn't
little, I was a little Kane back in the
You remember that? Good little nigga drink.
Put some hair
You
on
remember I used to let you drink
You
my
know?
liquor?
Yeah.
You don't remember that shit.
No, I don't remember that.
Nah, I didn't do that
It's
shit.
all good. Yes, he did. He's just
No,
trying
I
to make you
didn't.
feel he didn't.
I didn't. I didn't do that. I didn't do
I
that.
don't believe you.
I used to let you watch me. Not just playing. Just playing, Jimmy.
That's all gravy.
Anyways, what's up with you, man? What's new? What's the business? Tell me about it.
Tell you about what? What you want to know?
How the fuck are you here?
Do I need to
Let's
play
look at
it?
my hair.
I gotta play it?
Yeah, you got to play the record.
You don't play that, but what's up with it, man? What's the crew? What's the group? What's the music? What's the movement? What is going on with you?
Yeah.
The movement is DU Next Generation,
Yes.
and we're paying homage to Digital Underground and my father.
Right?
And we have some beautiful, great new music.
Beautiful, great new music.
Beautiful.
Is that
Look
what's
at
hot in the
that.
streets right now?
Beautiful.
Beautiful, great new music.
Beautiful, great.
That shit is hot in the streets.
For the ladies.
Hey,
Are you, is your
cater
name
into.
Drake?
Hey.
he's too dark.
Oh shit.
Drake's
Nah,
my
seriously,
color.
so-
Drake's my color.
Obviously, I mean, you've grown up
Yes.
in this music thing.
Yes, I have.
But what was it that inspired you to say, like, let me continue this, or what turns you on? Like, usually kids don't want to be involved with what they
What their parents
Right.
They parents, like, if their dad is about this and their dad's like, you need to you need to be doing this,
Well, it wasn't like
and you
that.
be like, you know what, I'm gonna go do my own thing, I'm gonna be on this now thing. Why do you feel a need to say, like, hey, I need to come bring this back, and you don't say nothing? I'm talking to him.
Right?
Well, it wasn't like that at first, because I definitely wasn't feeling.
I want to hear from you.
I wanted
Did
to
he
be
beat you?
Be my own person.
Huh?
My
Did you get
dad-
whoopings?
Nah.
Did Ike Turner? Did he Ike you?
Oh, you get iced
He
out?
Iked you.
Was you iced out or
You
not?
got Turner?
IT.
Did you get Turner?
Nah.
All
He's like-
right, let him talk.
Hilarious.
I wasn't beaten.
Don't worry, we won't let him get up.
He,
I got it.
he
I got
ain't
it.
Joe
good.
Jackson.
Look.
Let him talk.
Stupid.
Chase, look. See my hand? Go ahead.
You got him. You got him.
No,
One
I mean,
hand.
at first it wasn't like that. Of course, what your parents do aren't cool at all.
Never.
But
Never.
I don't know. It's just me. I come from producing first and foremost. So my thing was music. My passion is music.
Okay.
So my dad, he's kind of an inspirational person. He's one to definitely get you to see his.
Do what you like?
Yeah, exactly.
Do what he like. He like you better do what I like. Right now, goddammit.
Oh no.
So I know I just
Hey,
walked,
man.
I know I just walked
his
in
turn.
on this, but so you produce more than you write? Yeah. I don't know if you rap or singer.
We did a record called Sex Packets 2, the sequel. Mm-hmm. And the whole record, I wrote all the songs. So I write just as much as I produce.
Okay.
I also engineer too.
So let me ask you this. Now you say it's the it's DU Next Generation.
Yes.
Have you ever thought about, and just I'm saying, you ever thought about, and I'm pretty sure that it's been brought up to you.
Yeah.
But you know, you're not the only child of the underground.
Yeah, yeah.
So have you ever thought about just reaching out or doing any research to see who of the children of the people that are involved with the whole movement?
Collabo.
I would love that.
No, I know you would love it.
Yeah.
And I honestly believe that. But have you ever thought about researching it to be like, you know what? Let me unturn stones to see who is and who ain't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I believe that Pee Wee, his daughter, I think she sings.
Yeah.
Man, that would be dope.
My son, he's an on again, off again producer.
No, I know your son.
You know,
We met.
whatever.
Yeah.
And Shock ain't got no kids.
Freestyle.
You know what I mean? But Fuse got a little boy.
Fuse got a boy.
Fuse
got a boy.
son plays
Fuse-
a instrument.
And he's
Really?
only like 4 or 5.
And he's
but
on the
that's really it.
turntable.
He on the turntables.
okay.
But I'm
All
just
right.
saying.
Hey,
and-
DJ
and-
just started at 5.
I'm
What?
not just saying like
There
the
you go.
actual members, but you know, like Darren Harris. He's just the people that were
Oh, Darren
involved.
Engineer, his kids play?
I don't know. What I'm saying is,
Check and see.
Do the research.
yeah, and this is not nothing I'm saying do, but I was
Yeah.
just out of my head when you say that. I'm thinking, did you ever think to be like, you know, what would be really dope is because we had this whole movement. It wasn't just the 4 or 5, 6 or 8 core members,
Yeah.
but it was a whole.
Plethora.
Yeah.
It was a
Plethora, like
It
you
was
said.
a lot of people involved.
Plethora.
Like whether it be Atrium's kids, I don't know.
And quiet as kept. and quiet as
They won't get to be in the group.
I know,
Atrium's
but
kids.
whoever.
and quiet as it
Yeah.
kept. Most of those band members after you left the group was people that you brought on.
Obviously, and yeah, and it went on and on for years. So,
Oh, absolutely.
and it was just something to say. But anyways, so you know, is this a project where you want the thing to be like recreating the whole Sex Packets album, like because I see you have a lot of songs with similar titles.
Yeah.
Or what is it that you want to do initially to kind of get out there?
Well, definitely keeping the same, but the essence of the record. You can't duplicate that record because that's a classic,
Right.
for the most part. But yeah, keep the same essence of the record, but also creating some new stuff too. Just keeping it, taking the old school and bringing it to the
Feel
new
you on
school.
that.
Well, what I do on my show is I have a segment that I do a lot. It's called Where Did That Come From? Where I usually play a classic record.
Yeah.
And then I play a record
I'm that dude.
to where that came from.
Yeah, I'm that
And when
dude.
they use it masterfully and craftily, then
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, this is what it is. So I believe you have one.
Yeah.
And you have Danger Zone.
Yeah.
And then obviously you sample and use the Danger Zone from
Yes.
Digital Underground.
Yeah.
Now what I feel is interesting about the song is that same title almost, but it's totally different subjects.
Topic. Yeah.
The topic is way different. So how did you, when you decided to do it, was it just like you were attracted to the beat?
Yeah.
Or did you say like, you know what, let me give it a twist? Because I mean, the Danger Zone from Digital Underground is really about the whole crack epidemic and the
epidemic, yeah.
drugs.
Yeah.
But that was happening in 88.
Still have
Yeah.
in some place.
I mean,
Lamar
But
Odom.
We all know when it happened. So.
Allegedly,
But it was
Lamar Odom brought it back.
the Roosevelt.
it was an emerging epidemic at the time, so it was topical. It was of the times, and so I'm sure that it's like not like you're gonna go back and remake that thing.
Nah.
So how did you turn Danger Zone into what you turned it into? Because I thought it was dope.
Well, I
Just
didn't
real
want.
quick.
I didn't want to copy exactly what y'all did. I want to. Copy.
Is it like you just get that much pussy that you just like
Yeah.
every song's about pussy?
said yeah.
You're like because I just get it.
Hey, dog.
You're like
hey.
let me make this shit easy.
Well,
Chicks
pussy.
nowadays, they give the pussy.
Yeah.
I'm sure they do. But is that what you think? Every time he's like Humpty Dance, pussy.
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 Let's
Do
rewrite
what
the
you
Humpty
like.
Dance by some
Exactly.
pussy.
Freak.
The way we swing, getting some pussy. That's how my dick swing.
I gotta hear
Freak
this
of the
song.
industry.
All right, well, let's do it. I think you explained it enough. This
Yes.
is, let's do the segment. Where'd that come from?
Want to keep it fun.
Where did that
So,
come
too.
from?
DU Next Generation. This is Danger Zone. Right here on the Going Way Back show. Money B.
Money B.
Ain't no time for kissing. That's because we on a mission. Relax, kill the tension. Take your panties off, girl. Don't be tripping. I just need a little of your time, so I can completely ease your mind. Don't be checking on my phone, girl. You in the danger zone.
You in trouble now, you done came into my zone. Bad chick only sign and I place it in my room. Danger, feeling like mystical baby. I ain't a stranger. The man in your dreams out the shower fully naked.
Time Teezy.
Did we get that sample cleared or what?
Hilarious.
Danger Zone in the studio. Do we need to
I
jack
think we
him up
probably
in
have
the
to talk
corner?
to George Clinton and them.
Shit, from what I can tell, George don't have nothing to do with that shit.
Yeah.
When these people done ganked him for that shit years ago.
Hilarious.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
You know, yeah.
So that means we got to get him in the corner and whip him for
So-
our money.
Somebody.
So, too,
We all about the paper.
There you go.
we're close to getting out. Why don't you tell everybody, the name of the project when it's being released, any of your social media, how they can find you if they want to get with you or whatnot.
Yeah, okay. Well, the project is called Sex Package 2, the sequel.
Okay.
It should be released sometime this fall, for sure. I don't have a direct date, but I'll let you know.
Now you gonna do this independently? What do you? How you
Yeah, this is independent.
Nice.
Completely
So you just gonna grind
Hey,
it out,
Yeah.
Which I believe is the
Macklemore,
best
open
thing.
the door.
Yeah, I was about to say, the independent road is the way to go at this point.
right?
Macklemore, open the door, man.
So Janelle Monáe too.
Yes.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, she's entertaining, that's for sure.
Social media wise,
Stupid.
we got Facebook.com/Son of the Underground. Then we got
That's SUN or SON?
SUN
Okay, say that.
on that one.
Okay.
SUN of the Underground. And then we got I got my SoundCloud. You can check out some music as well. It's soundcloud.com/SOTU86. As well as Twitter /Son of the Underground as well.
There you go.
And that's my social media.
All right. Is that everything? You
Yeah,
want people to know?
as right now, yes. That's
All right.
everything.
No Vine, no Keep, no
Vine.
YouTube.
Tumblr, no,
Tumblr,
Yeah,
no.
whatever you
Netflix,
got.
no. Netflix, no.
Yeah, right?
we're gonna get it.
You ain't got no YouTube?
Chopmaster
What
J.
the fuck?
Now I know you got a new project that you're working on that's coming down the pipeline. What's up with you?
Oh, in regards to films?
Whatever. I mean, this is it.
Everything.
We got,
Let them
several-
know what you want them to know.
Right, okay, well,
Whatever you can say.
We're getting ready to have DU Days Adventures in Digital Underground come out, a doc, that tells you about back in the day and the stories and the tour bus, backstage, hotel room stories, the wild shit, the monkey hanging from the chandelier stories.
And he
you
can
know.
use the name Digital Underground because what you do to that name?
Well,
What
what
did you
I
do?
basically did was I went and I acquired DU name because the trademark was something that I came up with Shock and I years ago, and it was abandoned. And so, business-wise, I went and acquired the name and logo, Digital Underground, so that I can keep bringing this stuff out to people and we can make money. Because once again, we all going to the bank, honey. Believe that. We are all going to the bank.
And that was a smart move.
Yeah,
Very smart
It's
man.
business. It's a business.
Never
Big
personal.
now.
Right,
Never
no,
personal.
never personal. This is a business. And, more than anything else, it is important to try to keep things going. I love the idea of plugging in with some of the other,
No, definitely.
everybody else's seeds that are doing and getting busy with music and doing stuff. Because it's about, as you get older, like we are now, your legacy is important to you. That's what a man,
Exactly.
and women too. And the legacy is important. And so I feel like it was just as much mine, the initial stuff. Because, quite honestly, when I left, so did the hits.
Crickets.
I mean, I don't, I was the tourist thing, but The real deal is not that I was making hits as much as just the bottom line is that the energy.
You can only play bass on so many songs.
No. But it ain't even so much that. It's just that you will know. He will know from doing. Okay. You're welcome. And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You're welcome. Don't worry about it.
No, I had a story I wanted to tell. I wanted us to tell.
Okay.
It was really funny. But I'm sorry. Finish.
Yeah, and then so at the end of the day, you know, to keep shit going and all, because if it's up to some people, it'd just be done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Mun has worked very hard in that and building his legacy and doing various different things in addition to DU, all kinds of stuff. I know that Mun has reached out and touched all kind of people, help be responsible for a lot of people coming up. You know, whether I know that the Loonies owe some debt of gratitude to Mun in some way.
Essential.
I know, you know, a whole bunch of folks. And, you know, and...
Mystic.
You know, yeah. Mun has empowered a lot of folks. And so at the end of the day... Hey. Yeah, where's Cletus?
He probably watched.
All right. What's up, Cletus? So, you know...
somebody watching.
You know, the bottom line is that it's about keeping it going.
Exactly.
Because if not, you're going to look up and some little blonde-haired, blue-eyed kid is going to be Digital Underground or something like that, and they're going to take it and run with it and go all the way to the bank with it.
I honestly feel that if today's generation embraced Do What You Like and the Humpty Dance.
Right. Party fun.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Right?
About party fun. And
dude,
you know.
That's all that. I mean, when I saw those videos, I was like,
right.
I want to go party.
And it was entertaining. The shows that we would do back in the day, especially, I know, were entertaining, were almost vaudevillian. A lot of stuff that we used to do. And, and that's a real big deal. I went and saw the Blue Man Group in Vegas years ago. I could have sworn they must have came to a DU show, a lot of shit. They were interactive shit. We was throwing shit out to the crowd.
Dude.
And having people take noise blowers out and be a part of the music, be a part of the show at that point.
Exactly.
If you can make the people a part of, and we did that from small clubs all the way to arenas. People felt like they were in the show. They got to participate. Sure. And this was, we talking 88, 89, 90. So... You know, I know that we did some good work.
Hey, I've been told everything comes back full circle.
That's right.
So,
DU's coming back.
DU Next Generation, obviously.
And DU old generation, because he owns the right to that name.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, he gonna keep that shit moving.
Yeah, exactly. And we gonna all.
And I'm gonna be right there.
That's right.
Like Nick.
I'm gonna get Mun a shock looking like a Humpty impersonator. We're gonna go out on him. Matter of fact, Chase, get that nose out. Show him what you can do.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
That's him.
He does look like
He
Shock,
gotta work
though.
on his
Show
voice.
him that thing I showed
His
you.
voice
Show him
inflection.
He got
looks like Shock though.
See, there you go.
And so,
sorry,
man.
No, I'm just kidding. No, you're absolutely right.
You do.
And as we go, I also want to give much thanks to Malcolm.
Yes, Malcolm.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's hanging in there.
Thanks, dog.
It's all good, bro.
We wanted you since day one.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Thanks for giving us, the extra time.
It's all good.
And hanging in with us before we get out. I wanted to say, when you mentioned, what's her name? Janelle Monáe?
Yes.
She's not independent because she was signed by
No,
Big
she
Boy.
wasn't. She said that he was just her mentor.
Right.
And she basically used his name to get her out there, but she was never signed because she never wanted to go major, because she never wanted to change her image for anyone. She's basically independent.
She's dope.
Well,
I love her.
And she's worked with Prince.
I love her.
Well,
she's
from
dope.
what I know from the beginning, this is from years ago, that she's always had him, Puffy, or somebody else backing her.
Big Boy backing her, but not. She was never signed to a major.
When I say that, when I say it's being like a independent,
hilarious.
You're not. When it's just
Why is
you.
that hilarious?
Meaning,
I'm lost.
I could be independent spending my money, but if I got Wu-Tang Clan saying,
"Oh,
do
you
me,
mean
do
as
me, do me,"
investors?
Right.
Yeah,
type
just
of-
get with me,
Okay.
then I'm down with
Hilarious.
that, and that's gonna bring me along. Meaning, like if Kendrick Lamar might not be investing in me, but if he stamps me,
sure,
then I'm with him.
I'm sorry, Kendrick.
So it's different
Kendrick
than
is
just saying
rising
like you're
above
doing
and
it.
No,
beyond.
that's just advocacy and promotion and stuff that's being worked. Independent would actually mean that these people are not. Are they giving them money?
I believe.
Are they giving them? Are they giving? Are they giving
Well, this
her
is
money?
this is what I do
She
know.
never
Because money,
mentioned.
not getting money is being independent.
This is what I do know. Is I know Big Boy, And I know that as many years as he's been speaking on it, there's no way that he would speak like that and not be involved
right.
in some form of fashion. You can say whatever you want and say like, okay, he's not technically in
I would
part
just say,
of
but
my
if he
company.
gonna co-sign for her at a company or at a place,
it's like I'm gonna hook you up with
Exactly.
this and I'm gonna get this.
Exactly.
If you do this, we're gonna do
Exactly.
that.
I
And,
hear you.
and they still together.
well, that's
From
the shit
years
though. That's
back.
beautiful. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Right.
Though.
So only reason I was saying that was that I wasn't like y'all was looking like, oh, you just dissing like
No.
poo-pooing her.
Shit,
I
not
wasn't.
at all.
I was just saying
Not
like
at all.
it wasn't the same thing.
Should we call Big Boy and have him come co-sign?
Call him Big
Money?
Boy.
We should. Anyways, as we get out of here, I'm not sure if everybody knows, but Malcolm, does everybody know that the Joint Studios is moving?
Oh yeah, I don't think everyone knows, but
Well, let me let you know.
Yeah.
The studio is moving. I guess they have a bigger and better studio that we're moving to in a couple of weeks. So, probably for the next 2 or 3 weeks, we won't be live, but you can catch the show because we still be recording the show. So make sure you tune in to the website to catch not only the archives of the show, but the new episodes that we'll be recording, audio podcasts and the streams that you won't see here in the Joint Studios until we relocate. And that's goinwaybackshow.com, GOIN, waybackshow.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, which is the Going Way Back Show. When you go to the site, also make sure you join the mailing list so we can give you all the updates and everything else. Tell them what else all the Facebook and everything else, Teezy.
Oh, the Facebook page is the Going Way Back Show. But on YouTube, make sure that you guys like each show that you watch. And follow me.
I thought we already said that.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure you follow Teezy, _Teezy.
Of course.
Always. Follow DJ Alwayz.
Yeah, at Always in the Ear.
That's Alwayz.
In your ear.
That's
N,
Alwayz
the letter
with a
N,
Z.
YAEAR.
And
He
of
needs to
course,
change that shit. It's so confusing.
I'm everywhere at MoneyB69. Can't miss me. All across the board. Just look up MoneyB69. And if you
One of
don't
the
find
lucky
it,
ones.
Google me, bitch. I'm right there.
Yes, he is. I Googled you today.
Thank you.
Oh, shit.
Thank you.
Girls, damn.
I think that's about it. We're going to get out like we do always. But always.
Oh, and
Yes, sir.
thank you, chat room. Diella Chewy.
Oh, yeah. What's
Thank
up?
you very much.
We're going to get out. I promised everybody I was going to play an unreleased Digital Underground song. Always, what are you feeling? What is it? What we going to do?
Underground Systems.
There you go.
Okay, Underground Systems. This was supposed to be on Sex Packets. Why wasn't it on Sex Packets?
You know what this was?
Long story short.
Okay, long story short, at the end of the day, this was hopefully was going to be our first single, and Tommy Boy sent us back and said, we don't hear a single, so we went and cut the Humpty Dance.
Right.
This was replaced by the Humpty Dance.
Wow.
So this is Underground Systems by Digital Underground. We are the Going Way Back Show with everybody.
Back
And
Show
until
with
next
Money
time,
B.
people.
Classic hip hop, raw and uncut. Be easy.
You're about to have your ears formally digitized and made compatible for use with the Underground System Software 1. Enter systems disks to start play back.